everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Leslie with Black Dog Vintage, and I am here to show you my amazing flea market haul. Wow, I got a lot and I spent a lot, but I got some really amazing quality pieces today, and I really hope that you will enjoy this haul. I came out spending just over $1,000, and I did blow my budget again, but I really think that you will enjoy this haul. I got some really cool pieces like this buckle and this piece and this piece, and oh my gosh, just some crazy, amazing deals. And lots of rings again, and some necklace. Oh boy, it's just a lot. Some cool pieces. So if you are new to my channel, please take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. I go live twice a week, two times, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, and that's 3 p.m. Pacific, and on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Saturdays are my Vintage and Vino live. That's always a fun time. Well, both of my lives are really fun. So I really hope that you will enjoy either one of my live sales. They are just a blast. And I do sell beautiful vintage jewelry. I also do a lot of costume as well. I do pop-ups once in a while. So definitely hit that bell for notifications. Make sure you turn them on to all so you know when I drop videos or when I go live. I also have a membership program where my members do get first pick of anything from a video in pre-sale. And those membership tiers start at just $4.99 a month. So definitely something to check out if you are really interested in a piece from a video and want early access to it. Otherwise, most items do make it to the live sales, but not all, just to give you a word of warning. Because I do have members that do like to purchase things early. So all I've done, I didn't clean absolutely everything. Everything will be, of course, cleaned prior to my sale, but I did test everything. I did have a few things that I purchased today that were not sterling, so I did pull those. I'll return them when I go back to the market next week, or actually the week after. It's going to be closed for Labor Day weekend, but I will be returning the pieces that were not sterling, which is always unfortunate, but I've got a great relationship with my vendors, luckily. So beautiful pieces. So I'm gonna put this off to the side. We're gonna go through the pieces one by one, and I really hope you're gonna enjoy this. This is just amazing. This is just an amazing haul. I spent just over $1,000 on all of this, but beautiful sterling, and boy, I hope you really enjoy this haul. Oh my gosh, we're gonna start off with bracelets today. Now I've had a lot of requests for these types of chain bracelets. So I did pick up a few, all different styles. This is a pretty simple one. This one would be great to put charms on. And this is sterling. And this one here is, well, let's put this on the mandrel and just see what it ends up being. But this is a great little toggle clasp one. And let's see here. This one ends up being about a 7-inch one, and just a great simple little toggle clasp. And like I said, great for if you want to create a charm bracelet or something like that. Another one, this is great. Look how heavy this one is. This is a great heavy linked bracelet. Reminds me of like Bali. Look at how yellow my fingers are from testing today. And this one has a really cool spring ring style clasp, and kind of reminds me of like a Bali bracelet. This one is much shorter. This one only comes in at 6 1/4. Excuse me, allergy season. But look at that. That is just a cool cool bracelet. Love that one. And then I found this one. This one definitely needs a good cleaning, but look at that. Such a cool, unique design. Get a little bit clearer. Oh, come on. A little bit clearer on that. There we go. And it's got the hook closure. And sometimes these are marked on the ends with the designer name, but not this one. Nope. Not this one. But this is tested and is sterling silver. There's your mark for the sterling. And let's see. This one here, love that link. Gosh, that link is cool. Wow, I really like that a lot. And another really nice heavy one. This one comes in at 7 inches. This would be great just stacked with some other bracelets. Oh, that would be so cool. Needs a little bit of a cleaning, but I will do that. So those are 3 really nice, beautiful, chunky linked bracelets. Now this one here, I picked up not so chunky, but kind of like a Rolo style. And this one here will clasp up. And this one here is marked Italy, 925, and comes in at 6 3/4. Another one, this would be great, just kind of stacked with some others. And just a nice little simple bracelet. So I picked up those. You know, hopefully, you know, those people in my last live that were requesting those will be happy. And, or if anybody else is interested in those, then I hope you guys will be happy as well. Now for some other interesting bracelets that I picked up. This one here, look at that. Look how pretty those stones are. So this is sterling. Oh, come on. And then we've got, I think that could be smoky quartz. We're going to test it here in a second. And such pretty, pretty stones. Look at that. And let's take a gander. Get the Presidium. It's all warmed up and ready to go. And see what it says. Now, Presidium's just a guide. Oops, as I dropped the bracelet. Oopsie. Presidium's just a guide, but it's a good guide. I like using it. Now, I know that there's, you know, some people that don't like it, but I do. And yes, it is a smoky quartz. So, and this one is, it's a toggle with 2 different lengths. So on the longer length, it does measure at 7 inches. So then the shorter length will be, I can get it toggled. The shorter length is going to be at about 6.5. So great little bracelet there. Great little bracelet. That's a nice one. And then I found this opal. What a beautiful opal inlay bracelet. I just love this. It has a fold over clasp. It seems quite large. So let's see. Let's see how large this one is. There it is. Fold over. Really pretty. Yeah, it is. It's a 7.5. 7.5 inches. So very large. So beautiful, beautiful inlay work on that one. So love that inlay opal. It's always very pretty. And then I just love malachite. And malachite and onyx together, just a great mix. Beautiful mix. And this one is marked 925 Mexico. And this one is sterling. And has a nice push clasp. Oops. If I can get it pushed in all the way. There we go. And that's just a great little inlay linked bracelet. Another one that would be great stacked with some others. And this one comes in at just about 7 inches, maybe just a hair over. And that is a great piece. Great piece right there. Love that one. It's pretty heavy as well. It's a nice chunky bracelet. Now this, I don't normally buy gold vermeil. Now I've said that in the past, and then now I'm buying it a little bit more frequently. But when you have something so beautiful and delicate, I don't know, this one kind of spoke to me, just like the last one did a couple weeks ago. And I just thought this was quite beautiful. And this one is marked somewhere on here. It's marked with an R, R925, and it's marked China, which, you know, there are some manufacturers that do make their pieces in China. So I don't ever worry about that so much as long as it's real. And, I mean, like Clemency has pieces made in China. Judith Ripka does sometimes. A lot of the big designers will do that. So, you know, I don't really worry about that so much. But look at this. Look at how pretty this is. Just absolutely gorgeous. And let's see, let's make sure the stones test. And they sure do. We've got amethyst, we've got peridot, citrine, and blue topaz. Make sure the other one's garnet. Yep, sure is. So we've got all of those stones are correct. Absolutely beautiful. And this one is a larger one as well. Comes in at about 7 and, is it 7.5? 7.25? Right in between 7.5 and 7.25. Just stunning. Stunning for vermeil. I really like this. I really do. So that's another really pretty piece. Then I got some other pieces that are like this bangle. This one is super pretty. And I believe this is faux turquoise. I don't believe that's real turquoise. I could be wrong. But I thought this was really a kind of a neat piece. It has a push-in clasp. This one is marked right here. Let me, as I'm hitting the camera, get my loop out. It's marked, but I'm not gonna be able to show it at the angle. But it is marked 925 BJ. 925 BJ. So I know that's a maker, and I'm blanking on it right now, but that's a great bangle. And it opens up and it just latches closed. Latch works just fine. And it is a 7-incher. 7-inch. Look how pretty that is. Just absolutely a stunning piece. Got a little bit of matrix in there. I don't know. I have to do a little bit of research on this one, but I want to say this is a QVC brand. I'm not sure, but I just thought it was really pretty. And it is sterling. It's got some heft to it. And yeah, I just liked it. Just a little baby cuff. You know, I like these little cuffs. They're great for stacking. They're great to wear. This one comes in at about 6 3/4. And which is a good size, and you can adjust it a little bit. It's got definitely some room to adjust either up or down. But look at that turquoise. It's got some nice color variation in there, tiny little bit of matrix, and just a nice little piece. And then this piece was really interesting. I don't know what that is. Is that turquoise, or is that some kind of sodalite, or is that, what is that, guys? You tell me. I don't know what stone this is. So I really went into this looking at it and going, I don't know if that's native or not native. It may not be based on this stone. Maybe it's something else, but I really thought this was pretty. And I love the color of it. It reminds me of denim. You know, wear this with some denim or something. It's got a lot of weight to it. Put it on. And it just looks really pretty on the wrist. And it's very comfortable on my size wrist, which is about a 6.5-ish, maybe slightly under. And this measures at about 6.5. So that is just a lovely bracelet. So a lovely cuff. So I grabbed it. And then this definitely needs some cleaning, and I will do that. But look at this. Not sure the stone. Could it be azurite? I'm not sure. Maybe. But this is DTR. You can see underneath the patina there that it's a DTR. I'm going to clean this one up for Wednesday. And that is a really pretty DTR cuff. And this is a larger size. This is at about 7.25. And but look at that. That's a really stunning piece. Very almost modernist. And I like DTR pieces. I think the use of the stones is nice. The design is really nice. And it's just always just a really cool look. Just a random piece that I picked out. Now this is not sterling, but I thought it was cool. That is real turquoise there. This is native made and signed LH. This is a lighter holder. It's got some wear, like this is kind of bent out a little bit, but I thought this was really fun. And it's not sterling, it's probably nickel silver or something along those lines. But signed LH and super cool and just amazing. Just amazing. You don't find these very often, out in the wild at least. And yeah, I actually found two, and the other one I'm actually keeping for now. I might gift it, but I love it. And the other one that I found was sterling. But both of them, my dealer didn't think they were sterling. So she gave me both of them for a great deal. And the other one did turn out to be sterling, which was really cool. But the other one I'm probably going to gift. But this one I'm selling. So, but look at that. Super cool piece. Okay, so necklaces. Let's look at some necklaces. I got some cool chains. Look at this one. Look at this. Nice, chunky, heavy chain. This is marked P Lux 925. And I believe this is Italian. I'm not positive. Yeah, Italy. It's got all kinds of markings there. And this one here is nice longer length. It's 22 inches long and nice big chunky chain. This one here, box chain. If anybody needs a box chain, I grabbed that. This is a 20 incher. And then I grabbed this chain, kind of like a Cuban link. Another P Lux 925. And this is a, what is this? 18 inch. That's an 18 inch. So some nice basic chains. One thing that I grabbed, and I'm just going to show you really quick before I move into the other two necklaces that are pretty wowzer pieces. If you're a jewelry maker, which I am also a jewelry maker, many of you guys know that, I found a bunch of these when I was at the flea market, and I bought a bunch of these that were just in a bin, dirt cheap. And these are all just basic beaded necklaces that somebody probably made. But upon inspection, I found that these are marked right there. I don't know if you can see it. They're marked 925. So I grabbed them all the ones that they had. And I took them home. And when I was testing all of my jewelry, I tested these. I tested all the beads, as well as the clasp. So these are actually silver beads, as well as these spacers. And all of these beads turned out to be sterling. So I literally am just cutting these apart because these types of sterling spacer beads are incredibly expensive when you buy them on their own. And so I got these in just a bin for relatively inexpensively. I think I spent maybe out of my budget, maybe $25 or maybe $30 on all of these. And that's a steal. And I mean, clasps are like $3 each when you go to a bead store. These beads, they sell basically like 5 for $5. They're like $1 each, and they're a lot of money. So I was pretty excited. I picked all of those up. So those are actually gonna all get cut up. Okay, so now some necklaces. Other than those chains, I found this. Look at this. This looks like a Sarda Swarty, one of those Balinese brands. Look at this. This is amazing. This is 101 grams. We measured it, or we weighed it when I was there, and this is absolutely stunning. It's so heavy. It's amazing. It has a little push clasp here, and it is quite a good strong clasp. There we go. And it is, it's about 18 inches, 19 inches maybe, because you do have that little bit of a dip here. But look at that, look at those stones. Let's just test them, make sure that they're real. I'm pretty sure they are. Yep, they sure are. We got amethyst and we have peridot. So beautiful amethyst and peridot, beautiful necklace, and very heavy. There we go. And in amazing, amazing condition. Look at that. There's the back side. And I was actually surprised that it wasn't marked. It's only marked 925. And it tests, of course, but it's yeah, it's not a Sarda or anything like that. So if it was a Sarda, this would be like a $500 necklace, or a Swarty, but this is going to be a much better price, but it is still 100 grams. So still 100 grams, so you do have to remember that. But look at this. This is absolutely a stunning, stunning, stunning piece. And just amazing. I was pretty excited to find that. Okay, so the other necklace that is the showstopper. Now this one, I have had my eyes on. I have had my eyes on this one. This is Native American. When I first saw it, they had $1,500 on this. Now this is not a $1,500 necklace. Well, in my eyes, I don't think this is. But look at this. Look at the turquoise in this. This chain is amazing. But look at this. This is absolutely out of this world. This turquoise is, come on, to die for. It reminds me of the Caribbean Sea. Like if you're flying over the ocean and you're looking down, going to the Caribbean, and this is the color of the water. Am I right or am I right? That is what you see. This is so absolutely gorgeous. This is gorgeous. So now I do have to fix this because, and it's an easy fix. Somebody just added these 2 jump rings and put a magnetic clasp on here, which I get, you know, a lot of people can't figure out these types of clasps. So I just need to take these 2 little jump rings off, and you know, this is the original clasp right here. At least they left that on. And just take the magnetic clasp off. But that is amazing. Now, so this is Native American made, and this is signed M. Begay. So these pieces, if you do research online, these are around a $500, $600 necklace. And those are the solds on these. So I'm not sure exactly what I'll be asking on this yet, but that is the sold comps on M. Begay. And similar necklaces. Now, I don't think it'll be that high. I did get a good deal on this, but this is just absolutely a phenomenal piece. And it is genuine native made. And that is a beautiful chain that goes with it. Now, the length on this is approximately 20 inches. It is 20 inches, not approximately, it is 20 inches. So it's a great length. Just a beautiful length on that. Look at that. Just stunning. And I'm sorry, but this turquoise is just out of this world. It really, truly is. It's out of this world. Look at that gold pyrite in there. Oh my gosh, I'm blown away by this. I am. I've been looking, when I first got there and he first showed it to me, he told me he wanted $1,600 on it. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. But eventually, I got it. Eventually I got it. You know, patience is everything. I'm telling you, patience is everything. This I picked up from one of the vendors there. This is not sterling, but I thought this was cool. It is a buckle, and it is also a brooch. I think this could have been added later, but I'm a druzy person. I love druzy, and I thought that was cool. And I picked it up. I had to get it. I thought it was cool. Okay. I picked up watch tips. So these are some sterling watch tips I picked up, and I will be probably making these into earrings. And I loved this kind of pinkish mother of pearl, and they are gorgeous, and they're marked sterling on the back. And I'll just have to take the watch off, but those are just really pretty. Really, really pretty watch tips. So I picked up those to make some earrings with. And then I got these really pretty little studs. Those are really nice. I've had some requests for studs lately, so I did get those. And I've also picked up some studs recently, like some CZ ones and all of that. So I do have studs available. Those were pretty with the opal and the turquoise. That is a man-made opal, but I thought those were pretty. Now these I thought were super cool. Look at these. I love those. And they are hand signed by the artist in the back here. can't really make it out. Let's see if I can get it to. I can't read it. If anybody can read it, let me know. But it is hand signed, and I just thought they were cool. I thought these were really cool earrings, and I like the dangles on them. I love that wire, the little bendy, twisted wire there, and just really kind of unique and different. And these little mother of pearl stud earrings I thought were quite, this one goes flying. I thought those were quite lovely too. So these were pretty with the turquoise and the coral. And these were marked on the back, ATI Mexico. And just nice simple dangles. So very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. And then I am a big tiger's eye person. I love tiger's eye. I love anything tiger's eye. And look at those, tiger's eye inlay. And then they're marked on the back. I don't know if that's a maker's mark or what. What's sad is that I think this mark here is that somebody tested the sterling. I'm going to see if I can get that off, but I think somebody actually acid tested the sterling, but I'm going to see what I can do. But look at that tiger's eye inlay. That is just absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Not a whole lot of luck with pendants today, but I did find two that I liked. I found this one that I thought was really pretty, marked Mexico 925. And that one I thought was pretty. And then, of course, tiger's eye again, but still, look at the chatoyancy on that. Yes, I love that word. But that is what that is called, that kind of, almost like a holographic effect. That's what I would liken it to, but I thought that was cool, and that's called chatoyancy, and that is just absolutely stunning. I thought at least. One brooch, and that is this. This reminded me of a topazio, but I don't think it is, because all I saw was, I believe that's just a 925 mark on there. And normally topazios are marked topazio, but that's what this reminded me of, is a topazio. And topazio is a vintage brooch line. I don't believe topazio is still in business anymore, but they were based out of Portugal, and they made some of the most beautiful, almost like filigree and sterling pieces that had this amazing enameling, just like this. And very similar to this. In fact, they have one of the most beautiful peacock brooches. I've had it a few times. And I love peacocks. I love peacocks. I collect peacock everything. And this is just reminds me of a topazio. And so I had to have it. I just thought it was beautiful. I did. I had to have it. Okay, I got a lot of rings. Again, I got a lot of rings, and I do run rings a lot in my sales as buy it now. So rings are always a great deal. If you come to my sales, rings are always a fantastic deal. Because I rarely run them as auctions. I just feel like they go a lot faster as buy it nows. I do run a lot of the native rings or Tasco rings or whatever as auctions very often, but I usually run rings as buy it nows. So when you come to one of my sales, just know I run them as buy it nows. It just moves things along a lot faster. So let's go through the rings. So I found this great little bypass ring, and this is a Tasco ring, and it's a newer one, newer Tasco, made to look older. It is a bypass. It is sterling. It's currently sitting at a size 7. but you can adjust that one, and it's super pretty. And we'll test stones along the way. Look at that. I loved the band on this. And this one is just, this one did have a little mark in there. Did have a little mark in there. I didn't recognize it though. And, ooh, this one just goes up to glass. I really thought that this one could have been a stone, but now that I see it, I see some, well, maybe it just needs to be cleaned a little bit. But, you know, it is dark in that flea market, so hard to tell sometimes. Okay, I loved this one. Look at this. Look at the hearts. The detail on this I thought was just really, really cool. It is marked. And then there is also a little mark inside there. Let's see if I can get it close up. Which I do not recognize. I'm gonna try to research some of these marks. But look at that stone. That stone's pretty. And let's see if we've got a winner with this stone. We do. So this goes all the way into quartz amethyst citrine. Now with the color of this, you know, I don't know. Could it be praisiolite? Could it be something along those lines? It's got like this really faint, almost greenish cast. And then just look at those little hearts. Now there are little stones in those hearts, so let's see if I can get my wand on there. Ooh, stop. Well, maybe I'm not going to be able to test one of those. Sorry, guys. Okay, I guess I'm not going to be able to test that. They're awfully small. So, okay, so at least we know that that's a real stone. That I thought, oh, let me get sizes. Sorry. So the size on this one is a 9. The size on this one is 6 3/4. Not quite a 7. Look at that one. I loved the band on this. It looked older too. And it's a 5. It's a little guy. It's just a little guy. And let's see if I can see anything. It's actually marked P-O and then S-T-E-R for sterling. So P-O-S-T-E-R. And is this an amethyst? Yes, it is. It's an amethyst. So at least we got a good stone out of it. Okay, I thought that was pretty. Isn't that pretty? And it's marked 925. And we have a nice size amethyst. Well, interesting. Okay. So this goes all the way up into the sapphire range. So I'm going to go grab my black light and let's see what it does under a black light. So bear with me. Okay, so black light. And let's see, I think I'm gonna have to turn the light off. So there we go. So it does change colors under a black light. It does not change colors in daylight compared to incandescent light. So this would mean that this is lab grown. It is just marked 925. I love this. And it's a size 7. Oh, wow. That is one cool ring. That is one cool ring. So lab grown sapphire, purple. How beautiful is that? Let's try it on, because that is my size. Ooh, well, looky there. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna wear that for the rest of this video. All right, well, let's keep going. Check out that. Now, I got this because I had a feeling that this could be real topaz. So this is marked 925, and then it had another little like squiggle kind of mark. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And oh, hit and a miss. Oh, swing and a miss, I should say. Nope, that is just one big piece of glass. It is pretty though. It is pretty. It looked like it had possibly some little, you know, little inconsistencies or whatever, you know, that you might look at to see if it was possibly a real stone. And I was wrong. Oh, I was wrong. So, but it's cool. It's a cool ring, but it is sterling. It is sterling. All right, so this one we've got some, I'm guessing, Mystic Quartz. So we'll test that and make sure it's not Mystic Topaz, but I'm betting it's Mystic Quartz. And maybe it's just glass too. Ooh, that could be just all CZ with just a pretty coating on it in sterling. Well, that's okay too. It's pretty. It's a pretty piece. Keep on going. Okay, so rhodochrosite, I believe, and sterling. Oh, here, let me get a size on this one. This is an 8 or 7 3/4, I guess. And then this is a pretty rhodochrosite, 7 1/2 about. Okay, look at this. Now, I thought this was pretty with the marcasites. I don't normally like marcasites, not gonna lie, but I thought this was pretty. And it is, okay, not this one. I did pick up one that I did have a Judith Jack mark on it. And that is glass too. But the marcasites are pretty. Okay, look at that. That is one big mamma jamma. Oh, the marcasite one is, I keep on forgetting to give you the sizes, guys. I need somebody to remind me. That's an 8. Wish you guys could yell at me while I was making the video. Okay, look at that. That is so pretty. And this one is marked anything on the inside. 925. Just 925, I think. Yeah, just 925. And I don't know if I can test. Boy, trying to test one of these little green stones is a big pain. Sorry. My gut feeling was that this could be chrome diopside, but I don't know. And I will work on trying to test this. Or maybe if a Google image search might help me or something, if I can try to, it's a very distinct looking ring. So if this is like a QVC brand or something like that, I might be able to find it. We'll see. But I thought that was just a really cool looking ring, if all else fails. And it's a size 6. If all else fails, that's just a cool looking ring. That I thought was really cool. It looked like emeralds to me, and that's my birthstone. It is made in China. It says JZ925. And the stone does test in the emerald range, so that's kind of cool. And the clear stones test in white topaz. So bonus, bonus, bonus. Oh, dang, though. We're missing a stone. Well, gosh dang it. That sucks. I guess I'll have to take this one back. Shoot. I love that ring. Unless somebody's interested in it missing that little stone, you can always message me, but I'll probably take this one back. Oh, that just breaks my heart. Set that one over to the side. Okay, that one I thought was pretty. And that, to me, this is old. This is old. It is marked sterling on the inside. And look at the stone. It's like worn down, which actually I think is kind of cool. To me. Oh, it's not even a stone, it's glass. Well, oh well. It's still cool. It's an old ring. It's marked sterling. I thought it was kind of fun. Okay, I liked this one. I don't know why. I liked this. I thought it was cool. And this one, I believe, is a Judith Ripka. Yeah, this is the Judith Ripka. Look how cool this ring is. Okay, the Judith Ripka is a size 8. This is a size 8. Judith Ripka usually uses CZs, but sometimes she uses stones. Okay, these are CZs. But I thought that was just a really cool ring. And I saw it in the ring tray. You know, all the rings were, you know, around one price, most of these. Not all of them. Some of them were in a lower price tray. Some of them were in the higher price tray. This was in the higher price tray, but it was still reasonable. And I was like, ooh, that looks fancy. And I checked the inside and I'm like, ooh, Judith Ripka? Yep, I'm taking it. But look at how fancy this is, like the look of this is. It is just so much detail and probably one of the coolest Judith Ripka rings I think I've ever grabbed. And I just really liked it. And it's a size 8, which is, well, it's gonna be, I must be having a water retention day because normally I can fit a size 8 on that middle finger, but we'll put it on this finger. Look how pretty that is. Look at that. It's a little bit big on this finger, but look at how pretty that is. It's gorgeous. And there's a little bit of gold vermeil on there and sterling silver, and it is just stunning. It's stunning, like stunning. So I love that one. Love that. Okay, I just like this because I like the blue. I am sure this is glass, but I just like the blue on this. And I just thought it was pretty. And it says China CS. And it is sterling silver. But, oh, I'm wrong. Oh my gosh, I am wrong. It is blue topaz, guys. It is. And all of those side stones are topaz. Oh my gosh, it is all blue topaz. Holy cow. We have winner chicken dinner. Oh my gosh. Yay. Oh, wow. Okay, well, cool. And it's a size 10. Look at that. Look how stunning that is. Holy shnikes. Look at how stunning that is. And that is a size 10, all blue topaz. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All is not lost. That one I thought was pretty too. This is a little baby one. It's tiny. It is tiny. Okay, maybe it's not that tiny. It looked tiny. It's an 8. It's an 8. That is an 8. That is a glass stone. I thought it was pretty though, but it was little. It's sterling. And it is marked, it's marked sterling. I think it's marked sterling and not 925. Yeah. And it's marked, it's an old hallmark too. It's what is it? MH with arrows. MH with arrows, if you can see that. There we go. MH with the arrows. That is a glass stone. Okay, look how pretty that is. Is that ruby? We'll do that is, it's ruby. I like this because it had the detail on the top and on the bottom as well as there. That is ruby, that is marcasite. All the marcasites are there. And this one was marked Thailand. Yeah, that one's marked Thailand. Look how cool that one is. I thought that was really unique. And that's a 6 and 3/4. How unique that is. That's a cool one. Okay, that I thought was neat. Band's a little funky. I gotta work on that a little bit. Comes in at about 7.5. Let's see what this stone looks like. Iolite, tanzanite, one of the two could be. It tests up there. Definitely much higher than glass. So that's a good one. Okay, anybody like foxes? I believe those are foxes. Those are cute. Those are very cute. And that comes in at 7 3/4. Did I measure this one? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. This is Judith Jack. Now I do believe this could be a glass pearl. I'm not sure. All those marcasites, very Judith Jack looking. And you can see the Judith Jack mark right down there. Needs a bit of a clean. That comes in at a 9. Really pretty. Almost done here. Check out this one. This has these little green stones here. I thought that was pretty sweet. And it is marked 925 down there. Please let this be a stone. It is. This is smoky quartz. I'm guessing that those are peridot. I can't get a good enough pinpoint on there. I'm sure I can try without the pressure of being on camera. Let's just look at that setting. It is gorgeous. That's a really pretty ring. And that is a size 7. So pretty. Just really unique and stunning. Love that. I did get this little opal. That's just a really nice little simple opal, size 7. This is a really cool little modernist ring. Now this is an onyx that has been pin set and it will sit very high up on your finger. It is a size 5, so I can't even try it on. It's a size 5. I mean, it'll go only partially down, but look at how it sets. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Okay, best for last. Look at this. It's the only native, well, yeah, the only native ring I got. But check that out. Isn't that just absolutely stunning? This is signed, and it is like double stamped, but it's, what is it? Julie something. A-Lahi. L-A-H-I. And look at this. Now, I did find her online. I found the, I want to say it's Julie A-Lahi. And I found the Lahi, A-Lahi. I want to say it was Julie. I was in the flea market hurrying, looking her up. And I found a very similar ring to this by that artist. And I did not look up sold, but I did look up the listing price. The listing price on a very similar ring, it did not have the elongated turquoise, but the listing price on it was $650. Now, not what I'm asking for it, so don't you worry. But look at this. Look at this ring. Absolutely freaking fantastic, as Bruce and Dennis would say. This is a size 6 1/4. Now, I'm going to say this. It's not how it fits. Okay, so actually, see how it is on the mandrel? I swear, these mandrels sometimes don't fit or don't seem to go right. Okay, maybe 6 1/2? I don't know. But all I can say is that my finger, this finger here fits 7 the best, and it does go all the way down. Now, I'm gonna say it's a tight 7 on me, so maybe 6 3/4 is probably pretty close to what this ring will be. I don't know, 6 3/4, I'm gonna say, is probably the more accurate size on this. This is amazing. This ring is truly, truly amazing. And I am just absolutely stunned by this. So, probably my best pieces, though, have to be these two. And then maybe the Sarda, or not the Sarda, but the almost Sarda piece. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think we did pretty good. What do you think? I think we did pretty good. So please let me know what your favorite pieces are. Please give me a comment and a thumbs up and all that fun stuff. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. I would really, really appreciate that. And please share my video because, you know, all your jewelry loving friends, you know, have them join in the fun and follow me as well. I would really appreciate that. And I hope you'll come to one of my live sales. I would love to see you there. Introduce yourself, join in the chat. It's a lot of fun. So thank you all for joining me, and we'll see you on the next live. We'll see you on the next video, and we'll see you later. Thanks, everybody. Bye.